Evening from Stratford upon Avon. We're very quiet at Stratford upon Avon. So the original plan was to take Rio to Anne Hathaway's cottage because dogs are allowed in their gardens. Hi Carla. But they've stayed closed until spring 2021. It says that they feasibly couldn't open because they would lose more money than it costs to run. So it says they wouldn't be able to make any money by opening, which is a shame. Evening Wayne. So things are very quiet here in Stratford. I've never seen it like this.
No.
Very quiet. But here's Rio in Stratford. But yeah, very quiet. Evening Suzanne. Normally I like having a look in these little shops as we're going along, but they're all closed as well. I usually like having a little bit of a nosy, like the Paddington stuff, things like that. Evening Sarah Jane. I mean, it is, how you thought it looks quiet, it is really quiet here. After being in Foxton yesterday and then Bourton today, I did expect it to be busy. What an unexpected bonus. Hello, we're back. I thought I'd just show you because when we said, oh, we're gonna have to show them because of how different it is here to like other places that we've recently been. Evening Janet. Evening Mandy. Evening Janet. Evening Ashley. Evening Mum. And evening Dad. Evening all, love Stratford upon Avon. It's lovely, isn't it? Really nice. Is it a town? Is it a town? Yeah, I think it's a town, isn't it? It's not a city. Is it a city or a town? Oh, is it? Oops. Your mum says evening. Evening Karen. A few of you said you've been here. Yeah, it's like local grounds for you all, isn't it? Love it in Stratford when you're coming for a walk around Wolverhampton. Where's Wolverhampton in relation to Leicestershire, Alex?
Is it this side of Birmingham or is it the other side of Birmingham? Sorry. I know you're not Birmingham, but you're close to Birmingham.
I love it here too, doing the same trips as you next week. Oh, it's like we're walking them footsteps first for you, Sandra. You have to walk in our footprints. Or Rio's footsteps, I should say. Yeah, so I think Alex said it's only the birthplace that's open, is that what you said? Yeah, so
This one here is the only one that's open. It's got a grant to open.
Oh, so they've had a grant to open. Shakespeare's birthplace.
Oh, same.
We've got a picture of Rio outside the birthplace. So yeah, they've had a grant to open, Alex said, but the rest of them, because like we used to go to Mary Arden's farm and Anne Hathaway's cottage, that was the one we liked. But both, I don't know about the farm. What's happening with the farm?
They say that there's 5 properties in part of the thing.
The thing?
The company, they own 5 of the properties. This is the only one that's open, so any of the other ones from the Shakespeare company.
So maybe Mary Arden might be closed then, but people just going in feeding the animals, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, Anne Hathaway's cottage. It said that. Oh look, the Hogwarts shop. Look, sorry, we're closed. Hogwarts. The Anne Hathaways had said that dogs can go in the garden. They can't go in the house or anything. And we've been in the house a few times, so that didn't bother us. So yeah, we did want a picture of Rio wandering around Anne Hathaway's garden, but wasn't meant to be Rio. We'll have to come back in spring 2021. Never seen it that empty. Me neither, Linda. I mean, we've not been that. Oh, I love this shop though, the Christmas shop. Hey, Asa will have to get his Christmas CD singing out. Now that Asa sang the Christmas song last night, we can start putting the tree up and all sorts.
A little bit early.
Yeah, can you see is my name on anything? Can anyone see their name? Oh, I can see my name. Look, Merry Christmas, Lauren. There I am. Don't know about you, Alex, because you'd be around the other side.
There I am.
Where are you?
Over there.
Oh yeah, there's an Alex. There he is. I don't want to touch the glass. There he is. Oh look, we're both in there. Oh, there's Oliver as well. Oliver, you're in. And Mum and Dad. Got everyone in. Got Max, Lucy. Let's go shopping.
Yeah.
Look, I've never been able to stand just straight in front of the birthplace and get a picture like that. It's normally rammed, isn't it, down this road? Look at that.
Yeah.
I've never ever seen it like that, ever.
We've been Sunday evenings.
Yeah, we've been Well, we've stayed over for a few nights as well, so we've come like weekend nights, we've come weekday nights, we've come weekdays. But yeah, never seen it that quiet. Rio, you're getting a full full watch of it. Gets to see it properly. Yeah, see it all. Looks quiet there. It's really quiet. Definitely not Birmingham, is what they said.
And you was right in saying not Birmingham.
But do you mean the direction of Birmingham?
That way, but I don't know whereabouts.
Had some lovely time spent in Stratford upon Avon. My grandma and granddad lived there for over 40 years. My family and sister live there. Oh, that's lovely. Have you moved back to UK? No, we haven't. We're just back for a holiday. Evening to you all. Evening. Beautiful place. Very quiet. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. Just got in from work. Oh, hope it went okay for you, Jackie. What did you get in your little shopping strip today? Well, we went into Calvin Klein's and we got some underwear, so that's stocked up. And I got a men's hoodie from Tommy Hilfiger because I've not got a comfortable hoodie. Mainly because I feel like I need one in England. And it's always good to have one in winter in Spain. And I didn't really have one that was like thick and that, so that was in the sale. So I got that from the outlet. What else? Oh, and I got some sun cream from Clinique, didn't I? Was it Clarins? Oh yeah, Clarins. Yeah, I said Clinique had it. Yeah, from Clarins. It was the they had the sun cream and the after sun that I always use. Normally it's like £20 a bottle, but they had a set of 2 for £15. So yeah, absolute bargain. Looks lovely. Love watching Shakespeare, and halfway on BBC it was filmed there. Oh, I can imagine it was, being Shakespeare's county. I do like walking around Stratford. It's a nice place to be. Very historic, isn't it? How are you all? We're good. Hope you are too. Loving your lives today. Been to both and I love it there. Oh, it's nice to be able to see places that we like again, isn't it? We were watching Ricky and Ralph's road trip, the northern one, last night, and he was in Liverpool at some point, and then he went up to Blackpool. We've never been to Blackpool, but we've been to Liverpool, so it was nice to see it. Hey look, I like these little quotes on the floor. It's too weird for me. What else have we got? I might as well get out a big sum. Should last me. Beep. I'm having fun with this. What's this one say? No, that's my friend's extension number at school. Are these some kind of inside joke? I thought they were going to be like Shakespeare quotes, but they're not, are they? They've definitely not got an extension number in Shakespeare. There I was thinking it was going to be all like Romeo and all that. Lauren, you'll save some money, the shops are shut. Yeah, won't be spending anything here, will we? 20 weeks until Christmas. I did work, I think it's about 140 odd days, isn't it? Not long. Well, I say not long, we are in August. But you know, soon it'll be Halloween, and once it's Halloween, it's pretty much Christmas, isn't it? 50 years since I've been in Stratford. Enjoy. Oh, I bet it's not changed much. Never anything with my name. I can imagine there's not, Wesley. Even everyone looks so pretty and quiet. It is really pretty. Always a pretty one. We live about 40 minutes away. Lovely place. Oh, a second live video in one day. I know, spoiling you all. We've not been on live for a few days, and well, actually, it was on yesterday, weren't we? But that weren't really our normal video. That was more like we were having a chat, weren't we? You're all being my free rant. Not sure if I like the way it's been made a pedestrian way, too modern for the houses. Ah, is it different then? It's always been like this every time I've been, so I've not known it any different. I bet they haven't got Joan. Probably not. Is Alex watching Wolves on TV tonight? I'm going to go ahead and say he's probably not. Are you watching Wolves? No, it's not. It's not, he said. I always like these. Oh, they all got some roadworks. How long are you three in England for? Probably another week or so. It all depends what's happening around the world, doesn't it? And kind of playing it by ear. We're in no rush. Almost, but not quite as good as being there myself. I love Stratford. Ah, is it one of your favourite places, Pam? Nice that I can bring it to you today. Hi to you all. Stratford upon Avon is a lovely place. Enjoy your evening. I just love the thatched roofs and things in these places, like Bourton on the Water. I love that it's so, don't know, like typical like England. It's just, I don't know, that like nice, I don't know, that feel. Can't explain it. Like I love these houses with the black and white. I know that's not a house, it's a shop, but you know what I mean. Why are the shops shut? Is it because they're small so people can't distance? I have no idea. I have no idea why they're shut. Some of the shops are open. We have just been in Marks and Spencer's. And look, they're open, whoever they are. Who's that? Some coffee place, they're open. There are places that are open. I don't know if they've been open earlier today. No idea. Or maybe because they're just not worth it for them, I'm not sure. With everything being, you know, the Shakespeare things being closed, it might be that it's not worth it for them to open. I'm not sure, don't know that one. Good evening, Stratford on Avon is beautiful. I've been there a few years ago. It's lovely, isn't it? Had a weekend away a few years ago and visited Stratford. It was a great weekend. It's a nice place to visit. We used to come for weekends away in Stratford when we lived in England. I love this stuff. This is a bit of me. Oh, you've got that. Wonder if they're doing food, Alex.
Probably.
Looks like they are.
Feel like that's a definite potential.
It looks as empty in Stratford as you first walked around in Benidorm. That's exactly what we said, Pete. We said it feels just as empty here as it did in Benidorm when we first started going out and about. That's great minds, that's what we thought. Oh, fish and chips. Perhaps we'll have to have that. Twice in a day we got a Brucey bonus today. Courtesy of Rio, you see. Rio has been keen to show you around Stratford, that's what it is. Just spotted my favourite shop, Lakeland Plastics. Ah, love the way Rio suddenly drags Alex across the shop. Yeah, sometimes you just see Alex go whoosh. That's Rio. He's just exploring. Yeah, there's something he wants to see. Make sure he sees it, doesn't he? You're not missing much not going to Blackpool. Crikey. God. Do you think they went quick enough? Did you go shopping earlier? Did Mum. Went to Bicester. Are you visiting Hull, or as we say, Hull, while you're here? You could stay in the Dan Collins suite. You know what? I did... we were on about maybe coming up and seeing Hull. So I'll let you know if we do manage to have a day in the Dan Collins suite. We were speaking to them, but it sounds like they've got a pretty busy weekend, and I don't think we're going to end up crossing over by the time. I think by the time that we would be able to get up. Those are very strange quotes. I have no idea what they were. It's very random. I bet they're making cycle lanes. Oh yeah, possibly they are. I bet they are. Oh, thanks for the stars. I've just noticed that they've been coming through. I have no idea why they're not coming through now. I do go through and I'll message you and say thank you. But I have no idea, because they used to come up and flash a different colour. I don't know if it's Facebook while it's doing all its updates and stuff. But it used to flash up and make that comment stand out more than the others. But no idea why it's not. Have you been to Chester? I love it there. I haven't been to Chester. Mum and Dad have been to Chester. And we were planning to go, before lockdown came in and everything like that, we were in Liverpool. And we were planning to go to Chester. But in the end, we didn't go. Because it was that raining. It was raining that much that we just said, oh no, we'll just go straight back home. So yeah, it's somewhere we haven't been. But I think it's my sort of place, isn't there? Hope you're all having a nice time reminiscing in England. It's nice to take Rio to the places that we've always been to. Most shops close 5:30ish in towns in the UK. I said that to Alex as well. We're just so used to everything being open so late in Spain and, you know, across Europe really. That I said that's probably the case that it is just shut now. It might have been proper busy earlier. No idea. Gutted our 2 holidays got cancelled this year. Most recently one to Alcudia got cancelled 8 hours before ready to fly. But these lives get me over it. Thank you, Lauren, Alex and Maria. Oh, bless you, Reese. That's 8 hours before you fly. Crikey. Talk about last minute, eh? Are you both enjoying being back in England, or are you missing Spain? I'm enjoying being back in England and seeing things and Obviously we've been here quite a while now. But yeah, I'd say more so I'm missing like being on holiday. That's what I miss the most. I miss being able to just sit out and have a drink by the sea. That sort of things I miss. Though I don't miss the sweltering hot in Spain at night at the moment. Or when we left, obviously it was getting, and I've heard it's getting hotter and hotter there. So we don't miss that part. I do much prefer cooler weather. I've probably heard me say it before. Oh my God, Eat and Enjoy, it's one of my favourite places. Oh, it's a lovely place, isn't it? Very relaxed. Are you both missing the UK at all? Yeah, we miss the UK at times, don't we? It's nice to come back. It's especially nice. This is Rio's first time in the UK. So it's nice for Rio to sniff it, I guess. Any plans to go to Harrogate? Where is Harrogate?
Up north.
Ah, near Leeds.
It's quite nice.
Is it quite nice? Alex, it's quite nice.
It's quite nice. I've not been myself.
Alex has never
It's
been.
Meant to be nice.
Meant to be nice.
It's very English.
Ah, so it's somewhere on my list then.
Yeah.
Are you staying with family? It's a bonus seeing you twice in one day. We are staying with family, yeah. I live in Windermere, the home of Lakeland Plastic. Ah, you can visit Chester when I move. There you go. Your mum said we can visit Chester when she's living up there.
Oh, good idea.
There's a plan. It's a gutted Rita from Halen. So sorry you missed my drink. Neil was busy chatting, serving when my son was trying to tell him around the house. Oh no, don't be silly. You didn't even need to anyway. We'd have said no regardless. Yeah, we stopped off at the Launton Arms. It's in Bicester, so we stopped off for a drink there. Yeah, we had a Coke and stuff, really good. Took your temperature and you do all your tracking and things like that. And they've got like plastic spaces up, haven't they? So you can't sit near to people and stuff. Yeah, really good. We were going to have something to eat, but then we thought, oh no, we'll come and see Stratford first and then probably get something here. Chester is nice, black and white building, so you'll like it, and a walk along the river. See, you all know the sort of things I like. They're nice black and white buildings. That make a nice picture. I've been to Chesterfield today and quite a few people wearing masks there. Oh, it's good to hear. I was just watching your Alicante video on YouTube. Stratford's nice, but I prefer the Spanish videos. Don't worry, we'll be back in Spain soon. Where are we walking to? We're walking to the...
Yeah,
down towards the river. All right. It's easier to do the Spanish videos. You can see the nice sea and things like that. But I thought it's nice to chat in and have a chat with you anyway. Rio looks like he's enjoying his walk. He's loving being able to just run around in the garden. He's not been on many walks since we've, usually has to go on a walk to go toilet and stuff. But yeah, he just, because the door's ready for him, he runs out with Marley and has a play. If you're there for the night, go to Casbah. We're not. We're only here for just a little bit. Are you coming to Manchester? Well, no. Aren't Manchester locked down? Can't go to Manchester, can we? When are you going back to Paradise? We'll be there at the end of August. We always try to avoid August in Benidorm because it's just so hot. I know most people like going on holiday for the heat, but June and September and July, they're the times that I like going to the beach and things like that. August, it just gets too much.
For those coming on holiday, it's a good one.
Yeah.
For those that live there, that's when they want their holiday.
Yeah, and a lot of Spanish go on holiday in August, so you get a lot of Spanish coming to Benidorm in August, and then you get a lot of the people that live in Benidorm, they tend to go on holiday in August. Bienvenido a Inglaterra, Rio. Oh. Have you ever been to Northern Ireland? I haven't. I've never been to Northern Ireland. Do you mean the King's Arms in Bicester? No, it wasn't the King's Arms. It was the Launton Arms. I was more than happy to send you a drink. You do so much for your lovely followers. Oh, thanks, Rita. But honestly, it wasn't necessary. Even if he'd have got that call, we'd have still said no. The Launton Arms, my son's pub. That's it, the Launton Arms. We all love Spain, but you can't be at home. Love the UK. That's it. We can love all these. We can love all of them, can't we? They've all got their own quirks and their own bits and pieces. it's nice to see the different scenery and the different places. Like going through Italy, that was really nice scenery, and yeah, it's nice to see different bits and pieces. It's obviously lovely to be on the beach, and Javia's beautiful and Benidorm's beautiful, and yeah, everywhere has their own nice places to see. Evening, Paula. Hi from Barnsley. Hi, Jill. I like how hi Martin Darlington. I love how the houses in like Stratford, like in England, loads of them here, they've got like trailing on the walls. I love that. That's if I could have a nice little cottage, like a holiday home in England, I'd have one of them cottages with the trailing bits and pieces. Tights. Why are you saying tights? What's that got to do with anything? Evening trio from Durham. Just finished watching the Cotswolds. Oh, going around the motoring museum. Can't believe we didn't see Brum. Don't know where he was hiding. He was hiding somewhere. I think he'd gone for a ride round Birmingham. He'd gone walkabouts.
Lockdown's over, so he's going out exploring.
Yeah. Did you set your watch? Not today. I've left it on charge. I've not got my watch on. What's it like in October? Hoping to go to Benidorm this year. October is really nice. It can be really hot in the day. It does get a bit chilly at night. So do take a cardigan or something long sleeved. But yeah, it's a nice time to go. It's kind of like as the season's starting to kind of tie itself down, and yeah, it's like it's starting to tie up its loose ends sort of thing. It's like the last little bit of summer, and then it starts to really kind of kick in for November fiestas and things like that. So it kind of goes quiet for a little bit, and then it comes to Christmas. But yeah, October's a good one because it's quite quiet, but you've also got the sun in the day. Not everything's closed by then either, so like the water parks, I think they stay open now until kind of late October, kind of to accommodate how the schools have October half term. So yeah, October's quite a nice one. It's not so busy as September, and definitely not as hot, but it's still, you know, there's people still going to the pool in the day, there's loads of people on the beaches still. But it's just much quieter in terms of how many people are there. So yeah, it's a good one. I realised after I said it, although the way people are behaving, you'd never know. Oops. Lovely to see you again. Twice in one day is a treat. I'm seeing a place I've never been to before. Ah, that's lovely, Kath. It's nice to it's a lot of green grass at the moment, but you're like, yeah, it looks like near me. Just thought we may as well have a chat while we're here. Wisteria trailing, that's the one, Linda. I'd have nice wisteria at my cottage. Couldn't think of the word. Did you find Brum yet? No, still on a search for Brum. Oh, you'd think I was like Brum top fan. I never even watched it when I was younger, but they told me that Brum was in there, so I was on a hunt for Brum. But no Brum. I am absolutely convinced that I know at some point when I've been, Brum was outside, because I've had a picture with Brum but never been into the Motoring Museum. That was the first time I've ever been in. So I don't know if he was always outside and now they've moved him in or moved him somewhere, or if I was just lucky one day and they put him out. But I have definitely seen Brum and not been in that museum. But he definitely wasn't in that museum, and if he did, then well, God knows where I disappeared to. Should we go through this bit, Alex? Yeah, let's go have a look at the river. Lauren, your accent's starting to come out. I'm the same when I go home to Kenilworth. Is it? Does it sound different? When I'm back in Spain, it'll be all different again. Is it becoming very clear that I'm from the Midlands now that it's kind of kicking in and I'm back? It's a bit like Alex. He said something once in Liverpool and I was like, why are you talking with a Liverpudlian accent?
Can't do it.
He can't do it on
Can't do it on demand.
on demand, yeah. Can't ask him to do it, but
All of a sudden.
he was talking to someone like in Scouse, so I was like, what are you on about? It's like he just started chatting away. I was like, you never talk like that. He was like, oh, it will just come out when I'm here. We're going to Stratford next month for Fred's niece's 60th birthday. Oh, that's lovely. Here's the swans. It's nice you're a bit happier today, definitely. Bet you're missing the music as you walk around the UK, no karaoke. Yeah, I can't do my karaoke. Well, not that I'm ever on the karaoke, but you know, it's nice to hear karaoke. It sounds like party time when you're at the karaoke, doesn't it? Done it. We always get an ice cream from the boat. Ah. What's the place you're at? It's very quiet there. This is Stratford upon Avon. What's the weather like in January? Okay, January is a bit more iffy. Yeah, January can be quite, well, I say for us it's very cold. I wear a coat and I wear a jacket and things like that. Maybe not so much for people on holiday, because obviously that big increase, that big increase in temperature means that it's kind of possible. Let's take Rio the other way around. Yeah, but January can be very cold for us. I don't know, maybe people who have been in January can kind of decipher what it's like for being on holiday. But yeah, it does get pretty cold. February tends to be a bit rainy. But then saying that, we have had heat waves in January and it's been like 20 degrees in the day and it's been lovely. So it's a bit of a touch and go month, January. Kind of that January, February, March, that's your kind of, even April can be very iffy. They're kind of the worst months for weather, because you really don't know what you're going to get them months. I've only seen your post, I'll watch a little later. Oh, hi Ruth. Thanks for the feedback about October. Loving watching you watch. Cheers up my day. Oh, no problem, Andrea. Yeah, any questions about Benidorm? I'm always here. Can always send me a message on Instagram. I've got them open on there, on Spain with Lauren, or diaryofaSpanglishgirl.com. There's an email option, so if you ever want to ask any questions or whatever, even if it's something about the hotel or whatever, I can always take a wander down and have a look for you if there's anything you want to know. Great to see you, lovely True. Enjoy your holiday. Thank you for sharing some of it. Oh, our pleasure. Showing Rio around around England. Brum is always outside, but sometimes he does go for a drive around. I knew he was outside. He could just go for a drive around. Oh, what's the chances? I even paid to try and find Brum. I told you he was outside. I knew I've got a picture of him outside. I was like, no, he's not outside.
He really wasn't outside today.
I know he wasn't outside today, but God knows where he was. Shakespeare's house is open. Shakespeare's birthplace is open, but all of the other bits, they're closed. They said on the website, it says they're staying closed until spring 2021, just for the fact that they can't feasibly open because it would cost them too much. So some swans chased me along there. Did I run whilst my cousins and hubby were laughing? That's why we moved swiftly out of the way. I thought, I can imagine that I'm not going to be too chuffed with Rio. We went February in frozen cold. Yeah, like I say, I'm glad. For us, it's absolutely freezing. I wear a scarf and all sorts.
February's tended to be probably the worst month since we've lived there.
Yeah, it's always been. But saying that, we did have one year that February had a heat wave.
Yeah.
But it is so iffy.
But it kind of changes, and it changed very quickly. It was quite windy that.
Yeah, it does get very windy in February as well. We go January for 2 weeks, nice and warm daytime, t-shirt and shorts, chilly at night.
At the beginning of January is pretty good.
Yeah, beginning of January is usually quite nice, isn't it? Brum is in the Cotswold Motoring Museum, Broughton on the Water. That's where we were. I went into the Motoring Museum in Broughton on the Water. That's where we were looking for Brum. I always think February is the coldest month too. It is, isn't it, Mum? It's really cold. Do you think I should risk Benidorm at the end of August if my flight is on? That's completely up to you, Chris. It's a bit of a... On my point of view, Benidorm have got a lot of things in place. It's very safe when you're walking around. But at the same time, it would be daft to say that, oh yeah, it's absolutely fine. Because there are numbers increasing in Spain. But again, testing is also increasing. But, you know, you can't deny the numbers. So at the moment, the FCO advises against it. So I guess it all depends on keeping an eye on the FCO. I personally wouldn't go until the FCO has lifted its ban on all against non-essential travel, which is why we didn't go to anywhere that was advised against. So even countries between, so like Belgium, we made sure we didn't go because it did end up starting adding countries on the list and stuff. So I would say unless every country has said like, yeah, tourism's okay there, I wouldn't risk it personally. Not that I think Benidorm is unsafe. I think Benidorm is, you know, completely separated from it, but just for the fact that the country itself, like Switzerland have now added Spain to their list, but they've not added the Canaries and the Balearics, which I think is fair enough. I mean, you can't kind of control who's been around the country itself. So that's my view on it. I don't know if that's everyone else's view, but that's just me personally, that I wouldn't go while the FCO advises against it.
I think like for us, then we mentioned this morning about our insurance and how that works.
Yeah.
I think with the FCO guidelines, I think you'd be hard pressed
Yeah.
for you to find insurance.
Yeah.
Whereas with ours under the FCO,
Yeah, it comes under the Spanish government.
the Spanish version were okay.
But we also did continue to look at what it said about the UK and things like that.
And it's a case of looking at like where these places are and everything, and
Yeah.
are you okay with the 2-week quarantine when you get back?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
It's not it's a definitive answer. There's so many variables.
Yeah, there's so many
parts.
different things to it, isn't there?
Hence why like our trips, there's no definitive plan on our trip.
No.
For the fact that things happen and change so quickly.
Yeah.
That you might need to make an alteration.
That's it.
It's a tough one to say whether you should go or shouldn't, because there's so many different things that
Yeah.
kind of culminate in your decision.
Yeah. And I think it is something you just kind of have to sit down and weigh up all the pros and cons of it and kind of what's happening. What's weather like in Benidorm in December? December can be quite nice. It does start coming into the kind of January sort of weather. We don't tend to have a lot of rain in December, do we? It's quite dry.
It's usually quite dry, especially around Christmas.
Yes.
Usually like Christmas period.
Though we've had a lot of rain on Christmas Day a few times.
Christmas Day itself can be a bit, but generally around Christmas.
It's usually quite nice, isn't
Been
it?
out for breakfast and shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah, we have, yeah. December's quite nice. December's quite a good one. If you're not worried about isolation on your return, go for it. That's the thing. It's the isolation as well. You've got to weigh that up. Yeah, definitely. With all these countries he's visiting, Rio is having the best holiday ever. I don't even think he realises. He's just happy enough. I think he's loving here the most because he's got Rio with him. Marley with him.
Got Marley. He's had water today.
He has.
He likes the places I think most where he's been able to get into the water.
Yeah, he has enjoyed being able to get in streams and things like that. So there is.
Which is quite odd.
Yeah.
I still find this quite strange.
Yeah, not normal for the dog that we
I know
knew.
he's always done it on videos now.
Yeah. But for us, it's still like a new thing because he used to hate water. But yeah, it's quite nice to see people sitting around socially distancing in Stratford. Did Alex get a chance to go into the motor museum? You weren't bothered, were you? I did say, do you want to go in? He said no. He says, I'm not fussed. So we went for a tea instead. Last April, Easter was a horrendous constant rain. Yeah, my mum was over that Easter and it was absolutely awful. We had a gota fria and it was just... But then after that, it was lovely. Yeah, it was really nice weather after. You're certainly getting around, enjoy England if you can. Oh, thanks Denise. Hope you're enjoying the Cotswolds and now Stratford, all such beautiful scenery. They're lovely places, aren't they? It's nice to see all the barges and things like that. Saw the Merchant of Venice at the theatre, but it was a modern version. Ah, that sounds amazing. That's the theatre, isn't it? That is the theatre, isn't it?
I think so.
I think it is. I'm sure it is. Did you buy Rio in Spain or is he from England? Rio is from Spain, so his passport is European. So yeah, he is a Spanish dog. We were in Palma in Easter and like you, it rained the whole week while the UK was basking in sunshine. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I remember now. I remember seeing my friends on Facebook posting all about their heat wave and there was just like... Oof. My sister and I went to Benidorm the end of October one year and we're on the beach in bikinis, so warm. That's the thing, October can be a good one. You can cop out nice. I'd say April's pretty iffy. That's great, thanks for the advice. What's the FCO? I'll check it out. The FCO is what's it stand for? Foreign Commonwealth Office? I don't know what it stands for. But if you go on gov.uk and you go on the travel, it says like the FCO advises against so it's definitely best to go on there and have a look. It's just if you type in Spain travel advice, it'll be the first one that comes up on the government website, and then it'll kind of tell you. And if you put your email address, you can do like what I do, and you get like updates of what happens. So whenever I mean, it's a bit rubbish because they don't actually tell you what change they've made, but they'll send you an email saying like, oh, we've made a change on coronavirus in Spain or whatever, and then you can go on and see what differences there are. Like I say, they don't actually tell you what differences they've made, which is a bit rubbish, but they do tell you when they've made an alteration, which is good. Right, I think we're going to get some fish and chips. Does Rio have to have another worming tablet or anything when he goes back home? No, he doesn't have to do anything when he goes back home. Only coming into Britain, he had to have a tablet. But for going back into Europe, he doesn't need to do anything. Alex is a lot more talking now from when you started these walks months ago. Come out your shell, haven't you?
Yeah. Quite used to it.
Got used to it. You two don't look right walking in the UK. We need you back in Spain. We'll be there soon. Don't worry, Karen. Is Rio eyeing up the picnics? Are you eyeing up the picnics? Are you eyeing up the picnics? I think he's just trying to look for a dog, to be honest. Trying to find a friend. Marley has missed him today. Oh, yeah, Marley was wandering around looking for Rio, bless him. Right, let's sit here and say bye. One of the places I want to visit is so beautiful there. Isn't it lovely? I know Marley was very vocal the other afternoon, but I hope we'll be seeing him with Rio again. I'll have to show you them playing. They look quite cute together when they're playing around. Not worried about isolation on returns. I'm working from home. They're not sure why to isolate as I go through passport control, then isolation, already walked past hundreds. Very true. Yeah, if you're not bothered about the isolation part, that's the other thing. I would say make sure you do get travel insurance or find someone who does. There apparently are a few that are insuring people even against the FCO. So definitely look for one that will insure you. Just in case, you never know if another lockdown comes in or whatever, it can get pretty costly. You're so good, Lauren, far better than a travel programme. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, I'm going to take this off now because I'm sure we can socially distance now. I've had it up while we're walking along there. I can't see. Look at that sun.
Aye, it's just over there. It's come out.
It has. It's come out now. I can't see. Enjoy your holiday in Britain. Oh, thank you. Yes, please. Would love to see them playing. Oh, I'll put something, even if it's just a video of them, then upload it. I'll show you them playing. They're cute together. Right. Bye. I can't see with her.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you.
Are we having fish and chips?
Yeah, I think we are. There does fish and chips.
Yeah, it does. Barnaby's fish and chips.
So that might be where we're heading just now.
Yeah, well, I should think so. It's the nearest one.
Yeah, we won't go searching much further.
No.
Have a good evening, everyone, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, see you soon. Look at that highlight from the sun.
Yeah. Catch you later, everyone. Bye.
See you later.